Well, I'll tell you, Steve, and to your point, there are extraordinary benefits with Homestead. And we talked about what's the process. Well, in order to qualify for Homestead, there are a number of qualifications that need to be satisfied. Number one, you need to have domicile here. You need to live in the state of Florida. You need to establish that by getting a Florida driver's license, obtaining a voter's registration, providing a local utility bill. All of these things are critical to qualifying for Homestead. And that's the Homestead tax benefit. And what is that benefit? It's extraordinarily valuable. The Homestead Act, it provides you as a resident, a permanent resident of the state of Florida, with the opportunity to lock in your tax base from a market value. So if we were to buy a property today for $1 million, and that property was to increase in value by 15% per year, by qualifying for Homestead and filing for your Homestead exemption for property taxes, you're going to lock that tax base in so that it can't increase by more than 3% per year. Now that's extraordinary. We do a lot of business throughout South Florida, and I can tell you that we recognize in certain circumstances people that have owned beautiful, exquisite properties for 20, 30 years that are now $10 million, $20 million properties that are being taxed as if they were $500,000 or $600,000 properties.
Yeah.
And that's a tremendous benefit.
That's unique to Florida, would you say?
One of the states that
there are other states that do it, but Jay's absolutely correct. I mean, it's one of the major benefits of being in Florida. In order to file for Homestead, you have to own the property by December 31st. If you own it before December 31st, then you can file up until March 1st of the following year. Now, the initial savings is it takes $50,000 off your assessed valuation.
Right.
That translates into about an $800 a year savings, which doesn't seem to be a lot. But what Jay mentioned before, which is absolutely the bigger savings, is a year after it's determined to be Homestead. So if you were to buy a home right now in 2013, your Homestead would not go into effect until 2014 because obviously you didn't own the home by December 31st of the prior year. By owning it and qualifying for Homestead next year, in 2015, they can increase the assessed valuation by more than 3% a year, as Jay was indicating. And that's where the big savings comes in. And especially in the market that we're in now and where the market is going to and increasing, that's why you want to take advantage of the Homestead now.